Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel, and today we will be comparing the organizational culture of Marriott International and Hilton hotels. Since both organizations operate in the hospitality industry, they provide an interesting comparison because they share similar goals related to customer service and operational efficiency, but they create somewhat different workplace environments and employee experiences. Throughout this presentation, we will analyze how organizational culture becomes visible through workplace design, hierarchy, employee interactions, and operational structure. To begin, Marriott International is one of the largest hospitality companies in the world, which means consistency becomes extremely important for the organization. What's interesting is that organizational culture can often be identified visually before we even study internal policies directly by observing uniforms, workspace organization, employee posture, and operational flow. We can already understand many of the company priorities and then management style. In Marriott's case, the environment immediately communicates professionalism, structure, and operational control. One important concept is in organizational culture is the idea of observable artifacts. Artifacts include visible elements such as uniforms, physical space, behavioral partners, communication style, and hierarchy. When analyzing Marriott's environment throughout these artifacts, we can see a culture that values standardization and consistency very strongly because Marriott operates globally, maintaining the same experience across thousands of locations becomes a major organizational priority. Marriott's workplace culture clearly appears more formal than informal. Employees follow strict appearance standards and operational procedures, which reinforce professionalism and brand consistency. From a management perspective, formal cultures like this can help organizations maintain service quality and reduce predictably in operations. However, formal environments may also create less flexibility in communication and employee decision making. The organizational structure at Marriott appears highly hierarchical and role based. Different levels of authority are clearly visible, and departments operate with definite responsibilities and accountability. And this type of structure is especially common in hospitality because hotels require coordination between multiple operational departments at the same times. Uh, One thing that becomes very visible in Marriott's workplace is the presence of status and authority difference. Leadership roles are communicated throughout uniforms, workspace access, and operational control. Managers appears responsible for decision making and supervision, while frontline employees follow standardized procedures with more limited discretion. Uh, the image and workplace environment strongly suggests that Marriott prioritizes customer service, professionalism, consistency, and efficiency. Everything seems designed to create a reliable and predictable guest experience. This is especially important for global hospitality brands because consistency directly affects customer trust and brand reputation. Uh, Marriott's physical environments appears designed primarily around workflow, organization, and operational efficiency. Guest-facing spaces are highly polished because they directly shape customer perception and they reinforce professionalism. At the same time, operational areas behind the scenes appears highly functional and role oriented. Um, Overall, Marriott presents a highly formal structure and efficiency driven organizational culture. The company appears strongly focused on operational consistency, hierarchy, professionalism, and standardized service delivery. And this type of culture works extremely well for maintaining reliability across global operations. Though it may create a more rigid employee experience compared to organizations with more flexible structure.
Let's discuss the second organization in our comparison, which is Hilton Hotels. Hilton is one of the most recognized hospitality brands in the world, operating in more than 120 countries. Similar to Marriott, Hilton values professionalism and customer services, but its organizational culture is often viewed as more modern, collaborative, and employees focused. Hilton places strong emphasis on innovation, teamwork, employees engagement, again creating personalized guest experience compared to Marriott's more traditional and highly structured environment. Hilton tends to promote workplace culture and cultures that feels more flexible and approachable. It is professional and structured, but it also appears slightly more flexible and modern compared to traditional hospitality organizations. Employees still follow professional dress codes and service standards to maintain consistency across Hilton properties. However, Hilton encourages staff and to interact with guests in a more friendly and personalized way. Unlike very rigid environments, employees often have more freedom to communicate naturally with guests and create a welcoming atmosphere. Another important features is Hilton's modern physical design. Many Hilton properties used open space layout and contemporary interiors that create a more relaxed and collaborative environment for both employees and guests. Overall, Hilton balance professionalism with flexibility, helping employees maintain high standard while still encouraging personal interactions and adaptability. Hilton uses structured organizational system with clearly defined management roles, but the company has also emphasized teamwork and coordination across departments. At the top level, general manager uh, and At the top level, general managers and department supervisors oversee hotel operations and ensure service quality standards are met. In the middle level, departments such as housekeeping, food services, food front desk, and guest relations work closely together to maintain smooth daily operations. At the core of the structure is accountability. Each department has specific responsibilities and employee standards their roles clearly. What makes Hilton slightly different from Marriott is the stronger focus on across departments collaboration. Employees often coordinate more dynamically to solve guest issues quickly and improve the overall customer experience. The combination of structures teamwork helps Hilton maintain operational efficiency while also supporting flexibility and communication. Like most large hospitality companies, Hilton's maintain a clearly hierarchy within the workplace. Managers and supervisors hold authority over operational decisions, employee performance, and service standards. Status differences are also visible through uniforms, office access, and job responsibilities. However, Hilton's cultures promote approachable leadership and open communication between management and employees rather than creating a strict or separation between managers and staff. Hilton encourage feedbacks, teamwork, and supportive leadership practices. This approach can improve employee morale and strengthen collaboration because employees may feel more comfortable communicating and concern or sharing ideas. So while hierarchy still exists, Hilton's attempts to balance authority with accessibility and team compensations. Hilton's organizational culture is strongly shaped by four major values. First is customer experience. Hilton focus heavily on guest satisfaction and personalized services. Second is innovation. Hilton's regularly adopted new technologies and modern hospitality practices to improve efficiency and stay competitive in the industries. Third is teamwork. Employees across departments and communicate and cooperate closely to maintain service quality. Finally, Hilton places significant attention on diversity and inclusion. The company promotes inclusive workplace practices and employee engagement initiative and to create a positive work environment. Together, these values help Hilton's build a culture. This is both services oriented and people focused. Hilton's physical environment reflects both operational efficiency and collaborations. Guest-facing areas such as lobbies and receptionist space are designed to feel modern, comfortable, and welcoming. This space support Hilton's goals of creating memorable guest experiences. Behind the scenes, workspace are organized to improve workflow and encourage communication between departments. Hilton's also promotes a collaborative work culture where teams coordinate dynamically to respond quickly guest needs operational challenges compared to Marriott's more structured and role-focused collaboration styles. Hilton's environment often feels more adaptable and team-oriented. These designs and collaboration strategies support both employees and efficiency guest satisfactions.
Comparing both organizations, the biggest difference seems to be structure versus flexibility. Marriott appears more traditional, process oriented, and operationally rigid. Hilton, on the other hand, appears more collaborative, adaptable, and employee focused. What's interesting is that both approaches can be effective, but they create very different employee experience and leadership dynamics. In conclusion, this comparison demonstrates how organizational culture shapes workplace, relationships, leadership style, employee behavior, and customer experience. Even though Marriott and Hilton operate in the same industry, they communicate different organizational identities throughout their environments, structure, and management approaches. So this project shows that culture is not only something organizations describe internally, it is also something that becomes visible throughout daily operations, physical spaces, and employee interactions. That's all. Thank you.